The air is thick with speculation as reports swirl around the Philadelphia Eagles and the future of wide receiver A.J. Brown. Will the Eagles' general manager Howie Roseman pull the trigger on a trade to the New England Patriots? It seems increasingly likely that the time for a decision is approaching, and fans are left wondering what this means for the team moving forward. Where are you watching from, Eagles fans? Leave your thoughts in the comments below as we dive into the implications of this potential trade. As it stands, DeVonta Smith is gearing up to take on the role of WR1 in what could be a significant shift for the Eagles' offense. With Brown potentially on his way out, the Eagles have made a notable move, trading up in the 2026 NFL Draft to secure USC receiver Makai Lemon with the 20th overall pick. This decision is telling. The Eagles are clearly preparing for a future without Brown while placing their bets on Lemon's abilities. An unnamed personnel executive has weighed in on Lemon's potential impact as a rookie, describing him as a polished receiver. It's heartening to hear that the learning curve may not be steep for Lemon, especially considering the Eagles' ambitious plans for him. But let's be honest. The reality is that he has big shoes to fill. Brown's statistics from the 2025 season speak volumes. He led the team with 78 receptions and was targeted 121 times, accumulating over 1,000 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. Those are not just numbers. They reflect a playmaker whose presence will be sorely missed if he departs. While it appears that a trade before June 1st is unlikely due to salary cap considerations, the current trajectory suggests a locker room without Brown alongside Smith, Lemon, and quarterback Jalen Hurts this fall. It's a precarious situation. The Eagles are banking on Lemon's ability to step up and fill the void. Zach Berman from The Athletic has highlighted Lemon's speed, agility, and his knack for staying low to the ground, attributes that could translate into immediate production on the field. La Canfora elaborated on this, pointing out that Lemon excels in gaining yards after the catch, a crucial skill for Hurts, who has shown a tendency to play it safe with shorter passes rather than pushing the ball downfield. With Lemon's capabilities in mind, it's clear the Eagles are looking to leverage his strengths to their advantage. As of now, Lemon is positioned as a strong contender for the Offensive Rookie of the Year award, with his odds sitting at plus 950 according to DraftKings Sportsbook. This kind of buzz is a double-edged sword. While it raises expectations, it also puts immense pressure on a rookie to deliver in a high-stakes environment. With all this swirling around, one has to question the broader implications for the Eagles. If Brown does leave, how will that shift the dynamics of the team? Will Hurts be able to rely on a rookie to fill the void left by a seasoned veteran? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The Eagles are at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the coming weeks will shape the trajectory of this franchise. Moving on, we now turn our focus to the next piece of news that has fans buzzing. As we dive into the analysis, let's talk about something that's been buzzing around the Philadelphia Eagles lately: the future of Jalen Hurts and the deep ball. There's speculation swirling regarding how the Eagles might approach their offensive strategy this season, especially with the potential changes in the receiving core. So, where are you watching from, Eagles fans? And what are your thoughts on Hurts' deep ball and the potential changes ahead? Leave your comments below. Jalen Hurts has firmly established himself as one of the elite quarterbacks in the league when it comes to throwing the deep ball. The numbers back this up. Last season, he shared the league lead in touchdown passes for throws that traveled more than 25 air yards, racking up 7 touchdowns and 753 passing yards, all while boasting an impressive passer rating of 118.1. Since the start of the 2022 season, he leads all quarterbacks in completions of 25-plus air yards with 66, showcasing a remarkable completion percentage of 39.6% and throwing a total of 28 touchdowns. His consistent deep ball prowess is a significant part of what makes him a standout quarterback in this league. However, as we look forward to the season, there's a cloud of uncertainty hovering over the Eagles' new offense under Sean Mannion. With Mannion at the helm, we face questions about how the offensive unit will be structured, what plays will be called, and ultimately, how they will execute their game plan. This begs the question, could the Eagles' new approach cut back on the deep ball, which is undeniably one of Hurts' greatest strengths? To add to this complexity, there are rumors that the Eagles may part ways with A.J. Brown, who has been a key player since joining the team. With 1,316 receiving yards and 14 touchdowns since the start of his tenure in Philadelphia, Brown has been integral to the Eagles' deep ball strategy. Losing him would be a massive blow to the passing game, especially considering how dangerous he is when stretching the field. So, what happens next? If the Eagles limit their deep ball attempts, they might rely more on players like Makai Lemon, who excels in the slot, and on Tavian Wicks, known for his reliability underneath. Neither of these players are deep ball threats like Brown, but DeVonta Smith, who is no slouch, ranked 7th in the NFL in passes thrown over 25 air yards since 2022. He's also 6th in touchdowns during that span. Could we see more of Smith in a role that leans heavily on deep targets, assuming he takes on more of Brown's responsibilities? Hollywood Brown is another name on the roster who can stretch the field. However, his strengths also lie more in the short game and after-the-catch scenarios. This new makeup of the receiving core seems to favor players who can generate space and yardage after the catch rather than relying heavily on deep ball production. The real question looms. Will the Eagles capitalize on the strengths of their receivers, or will they lean into Hurts' deep ball capabilities? Analyzing Hurts' performance on throws of 10-plus air yards presents a mixed bag. His 47.7% completion rate ranks him 22nd among qualified players, but he still manages to achieve a passer rating of 100.7, which places him in the top 10. He's tied for 5th in the league with 45 touchdown passes thrown for 10-plus air yards, which is no small feat. The key takeaway here is that while Hurts is productive when throwing over 10 yards, there's definitely room for improvement in his completion rate. This enhancement is crucial for building a more consistent offense, and it's something the Eagles will need to prioritize moving forward. Hurts will also need to focus on improving his attempts in the middle of the field. While his numbers are solid when targeting that area, expanding his range will be vital for the Eagles' offensive ambitions this season. The deep ball must remain a staple in Hurts' skill set. It's essential for the Eagles to see maximum production from their quarterback. Incorporating more intermediate passes can make those deep throws even more effective. The Eagles cannot afford to strip away the deep ball from Hurts' arsenal. They must enhance it to keep opposing defenses guessing and, ultimately, to secure more victories. As we continue to analyze the shifting dynamics of the Eagles' offense, we're left pondering how this will all unfold. Will the Eagles adapt their strategy to fully utilize Hurts' deep ball talent, or will they pivot in a different direction? Stay tuned as we break down what's next for the Eagles and their quest for success this season.
As we wrap up this segment, let's delve into a tantalizing topic that could shake things up for the Philadelphia Eagles. With the trade deadline looming, trade rumors are swirling, and speculation about potential moves is heating up. Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's talk about the players who have consistently shined in the league, specifically focusing on those who have made a mark with extraordinary performances. When we look at the players with the most games boasting over 100 receiving yards coupled with a touchdown, it's a testament to exceptional talent and reliability. These players are not just contributors. They're game changers, the kind of athletes who can turn a game on its head with one catch. For the Philadelphia Eagles, the importance of having such players in their arsenal cannot be overstated. These are the kind of statistics that elevate a team's offense from good to great. The synergy between a quarterback and his receivers is vital. And when you have players who can consistently achieve these benchmarks, you set yourself up for success. Analyzing the current roster, we have to ask ourselves, who among our receiving core is poised to break into that elite category? The Eagles have an arsenal of talent, but can they effectively utilize them to ensure they are making those explosive plays? The chemistry between the quarterback and his receivers will be critical as we progress through the season. It's also an opportunity to reflect on the performances of the past. Players who have reached these milestones not only set records, but also create a legacy within the franchise. They embody what it means to wear the Eagles jersey and fight for every yard, every touchdown. As we consider potential trades or additions to bolster the roster, it's crucial for the Eagles' front office to assess how they can improve this aspect of the game. Bringing in a player who has proven he can consistently reach over 100 yards and find the end zone could be the difference maker this team needs. The fans are passionate, and rightly so. They know their team's capabilities, and they expect nothing less than excellence. The Eagles have shown flashes of brilliance, but they need to harness that potential and convert it into consistent performances. As we look ahead, the question remains, will the Eagles make a bold move before the trade deadline? Could we see them acquire a player who can join the ranks of those elite receivers? The possibilities are endless, and the anticipation is palpable. Now, as we draw this discussion to a close, I encourage all of you to stay engaged with your thoughts on the Eagles' potential moves and how they can improve their receiving game. This is a pivotal moment in the season, and the decisions made now could set the tone for the games to come. Don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis, and I want to hear your opinions on how the Eagles can enhance their roster. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on where you think the team should focus their efforts. Together, let's rally behind our Eagles as they push for greatness this season.